where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
Hello and welcome. Dr. Eric Thomas, aka E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher, was a homeless high school dropout who altered his life direction through faith, determination, and an unbreakable will to succeed. He put himself through college by working multiple jobs and is now considered one of the best motivational speakers around. He is CEO of his own consulting firm and has worked with both Fortune 500 companies and professional sports organizations. E.T. has many different principles on how to be successful in this world. They range from having the right mindset to succeed to putting yourself in the right environment and surrounding yourself with the right people to do so. E.T. would have never achieved his goals if he hadn't put himself out there and taken a few risks. And he believes taking risks isn't the hard part. It's the fun part. Taking risks puts spice in life. Risk takers don't think about the escape route. Risk takers don't think about the escape route, the factors that make it risky, and what situation will be if they fail. Risk takers don't think about the route, the factors that make it risky, and what the situation will be if they fail. Entrepreneurs take calculated risks. They're willing to go big or go home, but they understand the consequences if they fail and have taken into account the likelihood that they'll succeed. Success is hard, but it's harder to beat someone who never gives up. It's always darkest before the dawn, so find the inner strength to succeed and accomplish what you've set out to do. You may have to take a few risks along the way, but what's life without a few risks?
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. How many kids in this room, there's some stuff you did, come on Kenny, how about what's the stuff you did when you was 18, 19 that you wouldn't have done if you wasn't trying to impress nobody, if you was just being you? I'm thinking like how many mistakes have we made trying to be what they want us to be? What if we could just be who we were? Like what would we be doing if we weren't worried about them? So I'm challenging you. When you walk out of this room, I'm challenging you to do you. I'm challenging you to do you. If you want to get paid, you never say no. You never say it can't get done. Don't you ever say out your mouth it can't get done. Even if you feel in your heart it can't get done, you don't say it out loud. You let the broke folks say that. You let the folks they firing first say that. You always say it can get done. Even if you don't think it can get done, just say it and try to make up something. I'm being real. I'm being real. I don't deal with people who say, or they get paid real low in my company. They like maintenance when you say, I don't know how, or I don't think it can be done. I'm like, okay, cool. You won't be like at the end of the year, when bonus is getting passed out, you won't be getting no bonus. Now listen to me, a lot of people you meet in life will talk it. A lot of people talk about what they want to do and how they want to get 4 points, and I laugh because when we do AOP or when we do open house and the students come from Detroit, Flint, Saginaw, and we say, you know, what kind of grades? Everybody and their mama write a 4.0. I ain't never seen a student write, I'm gonna get a 2.0 in math. Everybody do the 3.5, 4.0. But the reality is, at the end of the first semester, when we get the grades back, very few kids get 4.0s. Very few get 3.5s. I never see anybody write, I'm going to get in Math 103 a 1.0. But yet at the end of the semester, midterm, when I'm doing midterm eval, I'm seeing like 1.0s, 1.5s. Zeros. I got a couple people come in, 18, 25, zeros. I'm like, I don't remember nobody putting zero down. So you need to understand before I talk about this, you need to understand that what I'm about to tell you to do, I did it, I lived it. So if you want to make 6 figures, you can't just be talking about you want to make 6 figures. Beautiful. I had a young lady come to me the other day and she wanted to be a nurse. So we was kind of walking through it, and I was like, what do you have? She told me. I was like, what don't you have? She's like, well, I just left school, I ended up, getting pregnant, so I just ended up leaving, and I want to go back, but I don't want to ever. And she was just like, okay. I was like, well, what are you doing? She was like, well, I'm looking for a mentor. I was like, oh, great, my wife's a registered nurse. You go to church, my wife go to church. Like, if I, what I'm saying? Like, if I were you, I would start asking her questions because everything you're trying to do, she's already done that, right? So the one thing she could do is eliminate all ignorance. So you don't have to be ignorant about the field. You don't have to be ignorant about the course of the class. She knows all of that. So the only thing you're missing now is, are you willing to get up and do the work, right? Some people are ignorant even of the information. Then she told me she's at Michigan State. I was like, oh, we're gonna have to do some homework then. I'm gonna have to help you because at Michigan State, you pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, you need about a 3 point, I don't know, somebody help me out. last time I was here, you need like a 3.7, 3.6, 3.7 to get into college. Is it still the same, Murray? So I mean, pretty much you all A's, right? So we got to make sure in terms of your grades, or you might have to go somewhere else and try to, you understand what I'm saying? But I can be realistic. Once I see your grades, I can be realistic and say, oh, you got 2 C's, you probably ain't gonna make it at Michigan State. You might have to go to another school. You can still be a nurse, but you might have to go another route. Does that make sense? All right, good. Let's talk about the second thing is, what don't you have? Like, and this is critical. What don't you have? Because all these things are gonna stop you from getting to that next level. So let's talk about it real quick. Somebody's got a goal and a dream. What don't you have in terms of getting to that next level? What don't you currently have? It was a young man who, he wanted to make a lot of money, and so he went to this guru, right? And he told the guru, I want to be on the same level you on. And so the guru said, if you want to be on the same level I'm on, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach at 4 a.m. He like, the beach? I said, I want to make money. I don't want to swim. Guru said, if you want to make money, I'll meet you tomorrow, 4 a.m. So the young man got there at 4 a.m. He all ready to rock and roll, got on the suit. How bad do you want to be successful? He said, real bad. He said, walk on out in the water. When he walks out to the water, it goes waist deep. So he like, this guy crazy. Adrian, he like, I want to make money. He got me out here swimming. I didn't ask to be a lifeguard. I want to make money. He got me in. So he said, come out a little further, walked out a little further. Then he had it right around this area. So this old man crazy. He's making money, but he crazy. So the old man said, I thought you said you wanted to be successful. He had him held down just before my man was about to pass out. He raised him up. He said, I got a question for you. Somebody answered the question for me. He said, when you were underwater, what did you want to do? I said, I wanted to breathe. He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.